Alrighty, the goal for this one is going to be a midterm rental strategy. East Austin, clean neighborhood, great purchase price on the house. I was pretty surprised when I saw it. The asking on it is about $300,000. Usually when you see a $300,000 house in this part of Austin, it's because it's pretty tough and needs a lot of work. And this one definitely does need work. Main room. The biggest thing to note when you come in here, a really strong pet odor. You're gonna have to, it's gonna need a full repaint, just full surface repaint. Interior doors are gonna need to be replaced as well. They had a pretty destructive dog in here. A lot of the jambs are scratched up. Baseboards were chewed up and missing. They're gonna need to be replaced. Pretty much through the whole house, those baseboards are gonna have to be replaced. The entertainment system there, that'll be a pretty easy fix with the handyman, just getting some of those doors put back on there and touched up, so that's fine. But yeah, there's definitely a strong pet odor. See, baseboards gonna have to get replaced. Some of the flooring in here, it's definitely stained. I can't tell if that's something that we can clean pretty easy or if that's gonna have to get replaced. Either way, you've got these sections of flooring right here that are gonna have to get replaced. Part of the update. You're doing a full remodel in here anyway. Not a full remodel, I mean a full paint in here anyway, so gonna get rid of the pink room. Again, doors I've replaced. That's the pass-through door to the garage, so that one will have to get replaced too. And then in the laundry area, looks like it had a leak. I bet that was from the winter storm, so we're gonna have to talk to the seller about what happened here. But I'll bet there was a leak behind there that came up. That's why they cut out that drywall. Rear deck is bowed. If it's gonna be a midterm rental out here, that'll have to get replaced. Make a nice outdoor space. I thought we'd see a lot more chewing back here, just based on the damage from the inside of the house. And you can see the dog was just running circles around this house. Landmines all over here too. Yep, need some work. I know you're a busy dude.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you. Thank you for all your help.
Yeah, no worries. I'm glad to connect for a little bit. There's so many people who want to do exactly what you did. So yeah. I wanted to just kind of talk real quick, debrief. We just closed. You were in town, seeing the renovations all get underway, and they're off to a rapid pace. So let's go top to bottom, high level. What was the original goal? And let's start there.
Original goal, I wanted to do a midterm rental close to downtown, close to the airport. I wanted to target travel nurses, but I talked to the couple of property managers you recommended. They said a lot of corporate professionals travel in the area, so I figured that was a good market as well. And you said the area was really good. I checked on Google Maps, did all the research on the area, and everything checked out. So I trusted your advice, spoke with the property managers about market rates for rents, and checked that with Airbnb, Zillow, and everything. All of them seemed to match up to what you were telling me. Numbers worked out. I wanted to buy something that would cash flow or break even as a long-term rental, but I wanted to make profit at cash flow with a midterm or short-term strategy. So that's what I decided to go with. I didn't want too much of a rehab done with the place. Foundation was great. All I had to do was the flooring, the paints. I'm adding a little landscaping in the backyard, replacing the AC as well. But as far as estimates, pretty spot on to what you told me.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. I love that. So really the goal was to find a midterm rental, something around Austin that you could use as a midterm or a corporate style lifestyle housing solution. And with the worst case scenario, it would be break even as a long-term rental. So you had the upside of a midterm rental strategy, and then your downside was mitigated with the long-term rental strategy. So tell me a couple of like logistics, what we ended up landing the property at, and what you think all in your rental budget's going to be.
Okay, so property was listed at 300. We managed to get a seller concessions for 6,000, so 294. The all in for renovations, I want to say about 28,000. I think estimates we were estimating around 20,000 or so. But I went ahead and changed the flooring. That we didn't include that in the original estimate. Place smelled like urine, and everyone was telling me to just change the whole thing out. So I went ahead and did that. I went budget friendly.
Super good. And there's only so much urine smell that an ozone machine can take out.
Yeah.
And it's funny because we hear all the time as investors, when you walk into a house and it smells bad, like you take a deep breath, like, oh yeah, that smells like money.
Yep. So a lot of people were turned off.
Exactly. That was the case with this one. I'm super proud of you. It's not easy. So you're an out-of-state investor, kind of doing this from afar. What has that been like?
It's actually been pretty smooth. The connections you gave me were very instrumental to everything. I managed to find a handyman that's my boots on the ground. He lives 10 minutes away. So anything that I need over there, he can be there right away. Connected me to a lot of his family members, friends, and managed to get a good deal on a lot of the rehab work. Very helpful to have someone on the ground. Yeah, I know you're nearby as well, so all the connections you gave really helped out.
I know you're on your lunch break, so we won't take a ton of time. I always like to do like, a little bit of a debrief after we close something. And there's just like a word of encouragement. And we talked about this a little bit when we met up for beers at Meanwhile. There's a ton of gray area with investing in real estate. There's a lot of people who want to be investors. They really have a hard time operating within that gray area and not knowing what the next turn is going to look like. So you were really good at managing those unknowns. So can you just like talk a little bit about that before we wrap up?
Managing the unknowns. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty scary. I didn't see the property at all until after we closed. But the inspection you gave, all the video walkthroughs that you guys were giving me, assessment of the area, talking to property managers, talking to contractors and everything, I was able to get a good feel of the general landscape of things. We managed with great communication. I think that's the key point of it.
Trying to get over that first one from out of state and not having your hand on it, that's a hurdle that a lot of people don't get over. So really cool. Glad to have worked with you on that one. Hopefully we can do another one here pretty soon. I know that your family's relatively close to the area, so I know we'll probably be seeing you again next time you come into town from Denver. So that's all I have for you. I really appreciate you jumping on, and hopefully we can do another one soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
You got it, brother. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one.